Yo, what's up? It's your boy Lenny here. Back with a story. The last story I told, I think I was talking about how I tried dabs. So that got, not the biggest attention, but I did get 100 views on. I feel like that's okay. I feel like I can make another one. This time, it's definitely an embarrassing story, to say the least. Um, Something I don't think I've actually even told anybody about. Um, the only people that know are me and the ones involved, or the one involved. So, start this off. Obviously, this was about 3 years ago. I was 18 at the time. Uh, you know, was not a lazy guy. I was a virgin still. I was waiting to achieve manhood. Get the opportunity. So, I was really kicking with this girl. Um, I liked her. She liked me. We hit it off. We hung out, and then we planned to hang out again. So the second time we hung out, it started off fine, pretty much. There's not too much I do remember about it. That I was in casts. I had a surgery, so I was walking, but like I just couldn't really go out. So we chilled out. I'm pretty sure we ordered food and watched something. Um, so I had the bright idea though of taking an edible. Uh, I took it. It was one of them Delta 8 fucking vape shop ones, like the shitty ones, but took it. I got zooted. I was chilling. Um, so I'm pretty much chilling, and shit starts getting real. Shit starts getting active. You know what I mean? Like you're chilling, and then you know things just happen, bro. I'm not gonna go into detail, obviously, but if you know, you know. So I was getting ready, right, and pretty much the virgin in me kicked in. I wasn't the big baller guy anymore. I was pretty much a bitch, and I pretty much freaked the fuck out when we were about to do it. Like she pulled down her pants, and I hadn't even done mine yet, and I was kind of just sitting there, like looking, staring, like I was just overall in shock. Like it's like I witnessed somebody dying. Like I was just sitting there in shock. Like I pretty much choked. Airball. Like did not send it to OT. Didn't even win the game. Like I fucking choked. Um, Definitely the edible is what made it worse. I feel like it's definitely a key factor. Um, when you're under so much stress and panic, definitely weed definitely does not make it any better. I feel like an edible definitely was just way too strong for even what I was doing really. Um, so yeah, your boy was going to lose his virginity, and he choked, bro. He was cooked. Um, luckily this girl was really nice. She made sure I was okay, and I lied and I was like, oh yeah, yeah. Like, I was just geeking off the edible, but she knew that I was pretty much for first time, uh, scared as hell. You know, she didn't even know I was a virgin. Like I lied about that, bro. Like I was just a fucking loser. Like I didn't want her to even know I was, but um, eventually, eventually I accomplished manhood, and we had certain dating, and I'm still with her to this day. So obviously that shows a lot about her, but uh, it definitely was a very embarrassing experience to say the least. Being high made it way fucking worse. Um, there's probably plenty of people out there who, were about to, birds and the bees, and they just choked, and it's just shit like that happens, bro. And sometimes, you probably get women who are like, what the fuck? And then, you never see them again. And then you get people that, like I did, that, you know, accept and, are not, there for your dingling. They love you, bro, for real. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I feel like I won. You know, but still embarrassing. Still feel like I could talk about it. You know, just get some laughs off of it. But just a quick little story. Was not too much about it. But peace.